Good afternoon, everyone. It's me, Jordan Thomas, reporting live from Linden, New Jersey. This is just I'm bringing you another edition of the Knicks post-game show. This video will be talking about the Knicks versus Bucks game and how the Knicks have just another frustrating loss. And this video will cover like how the Knicks just constantly keep blowing these close games because they keep doing the same dumb stuff over and over. Like right now, with that loss to Milwaukee, they're 2-4 now, but really they should be 5-1. But they blew three close games, including the last two. The last one against Cleveland, which they should have won. They were playing the same injured team. They played a back-to-back against Cleveland. They beat the Cavs by 20 in Cleveland. The Cavs didn't really have no one, and then they returned home on Wednesday, and they played the worst game ever of the year. They fucking played like shit. They looked like shit out there. They were lethargic. They were missing shots. Couldn't hit free throws. Couldn't couldn't get rebounds. They just look all out of whack. And then they cut it to two, but then they give up a wide open three to Donovan Mitchell, who's the Cavs' biggest scorer. You give him a wide open three. Like, you got to know your personnel. You got to know the guys who you can and cannot leave open. And Mitchell, for them, is one of those guys you just can't leave open. And then they, on the next possession, quickly does some stupid Euro layup. Instead of just laying the ball in, he tries to Euro and fucking missed the layup. He didn't even touch the rim on it. And they get a three in transition. That essentially killed the game right there. This team is just frustrating to watch at times. They continue. I have never seen a team who lacked the fundamentals as much as this team. This team constantly missed free throws. They turn the ball over in the worst opportune times. They fucking just not disciplined on defense. Everything, they just so undisciplined. It is ridiculously annoying at this point. They get to the free throw line a lot, but they can't fucking hit free throws. How are you a fucking pro team and you can't hit fucking free throws? You're shooting 70% from the line as a free throw team. That is the bottom 10 in the NBA out of 30 teams. That's just unacceptable. You're not going to win many games like that. Like, that's the reason they lost the last two games. All these habits, and this is why they lost the series against Miami last spring, because they lack the fundamentals. There's at times it look like they're just dead out there. They don't hustle for balls when they should. Got guys watching the ball instead of going to get the ball. You got guys taking dumb shots. You got guys turning the ball over. You guys fucking keep jumping in the air. They keep making the same fucking mistakes every game. And at this point, it's getting frustrating. And then what makes matters worse, you have a dumb fucking coach who don't know how to fucking adjust. Like, if something is not working, you don't just stick to the same thing over and over. You fucking adjust. Thibodeau seems to forget he needs to adjust sometimes. It just gets on my nerve. I supported Thibodeau the first 3 years, and everybody was coming at him. But now I am getting fucking fed up of him too. Like, we need another coach. He needs to be fired because he is stubborn as hell. He just one of those coaches that will not adjust. He is so stuck in his ways. Is so fucking stuck in the old days. He won't adjust for shit, and he doesn't hold certain guys accountable. Like Brando, when he's not playing defense, or he's just lollygagging back on defense, or he's taking dumb shots, he doesn't hold them accountable. Guys like Quickly doesn't hold them accountable when they take dumb shots. Guys like Barrett, when they take dumb shots, or they don't hustle on defense, or they turn the ball over. He wants to hold everybody else accountable except for those three. Like, no, that's not acceptable. If you want to be a coach, you need to fucking hold everyone accountable. You can't give certain guys more leniency to others. That's not going to work. How is that going to work? But this is exactly why we're 2-4 instead of being 5-1, because we constantly blow games where we could win because we just do dumb stuff. We don't dig in defensively when we need to. We don't move the ball. Everything with this fucking team is a fucking ISO 101. And a lot of that is Thibodeau's fault. He needs to go. I'm sick of him. He is a terrible coach. He's just awful. We need another coach. We need someone like Mark Jackson who's going to put their foot down and hold these guys accountable. That's the problem in the NBA. Guys are not being held accountable enough. So they feel like they could do whatever they fucking want. And it's unacceptable. Mark Jackson will come in. He will get in Randall's ass. He will get in Barrett's ass. He will get in Quickly's ass. Because Quickly always want to come in. All he wants to do is shoot the ball. And I know he's a scorer. I know he could shoot. But Just because you're a shooter and you're asked to do that doesn't mean you have to do that on every possession. You don't have to hold the ball and shoot everything. Like, you gotta have a certain IQ on the court too, where you balance your spots, where you shoot some, but then you also pass it. You don't try to force it into a double team. Randall does the same thing too, and he gets on my nerve with that. Like, it gets to a point where he gets the ball and he holds it. Instead of passing the ball, he wants to try to dribble through 3 guys. Like, you can't fucking dribble through 3 guys. You're gonna lose the ball. And that's what he does. And not only does he does that, he fucking doesn't hustle back on defense. Like, what the hell? Like, I just don't understand it. And then this free throw thing, this is unacceptable. I mean, come on now. Like, we had the Knicks had the whole summer to work on their free throws, work on their shooting, and yet they're still missing a lot of free throws. Like last game, for instance, they were 20 of 30 from the free throw line, and they ended up losing by 6 points. If you make half of those free throws, let's say you make 6 of those free throws, the result would be different. But they freaking missing free throws. And then yesterday they went 19 of 25 from the line. That's just not gonna help. That's too many misses. You missed 6 free throws, and they lost by 5 yesterday. Make those free throws, we win. But they continue to miss free throws. Even our best free throw shooters are missing free throws. Like, Randall's supposed to be one of our best free throw shooters, and he continues to miss free throws. It just makes no sense to me. It just makes no sense. Randall shot 1 for 9 from 3 yesterday against Milwaukee. 1 for fucking 9. 5 for 20. 16 points. That is unacceptable. You're telling me you can't even get 20 points? And you're supposed to be one of our best superstar players. You're supposed to be one of our best players. You get paid amongst the most on the team. And you just keep... And you're 5 for 9. He was 5 for 9 from the free throw line. Unacceptable. Like, that's just unacceptable. He's supposed to be one of our most paid players. Supposed to be one of our best players. And he continues to miss shots. Not turn the ball over. And if you miss shots, I understand. But the fact that he's not even hustling back on defense, he's not even trying to hustle back on defense. That's what pisses me off about him. That's what pisses me off about Barrett sometimes. Quickly, Grimes, all of them. They just get to a point where they don't hustle. And you make millions of dollars to play a kid's game. Like, you know how many people will love to be in that situation? Yet, you guys just want to play lazy. I can't stand that shit. I just can't fucking stand that shit. When people just want to... It's get on my nerve with this. 5 for 9 from the free throw line. You missed 4 free throws yourself. And you're 5 for 20 from the field. 1 for 9 from 3. Robertson, he got 0 points, but at least he will hustle back on defense. He got 15 rebounds. 15 rebounds. Even though he didn't score any, he only got 4 shots. We have a 7-foot guy who they don't even feed him the ball at all. And you know why? Because of that dumb system that Tom Thibodeau has. He has no fucking offense. He just needs to be gone. I'm sorry. And Brunson's doing his part. He got 45 points. Without him, we lose. We get blown out without him. He kept us in that game. He scored 45 points on 17 of 30 shooting. It just makes no sense to me. Like, what was going on with this team? And then they took the lead finally on a bunch of shots. Then the next possession, they let Lillard get a lot of space on that jump shot, a 3-pointer. You know, Lillard is the only really one on that team who could score consistently and could hit shots from outside, who's clutch. He wants to shoot the ball, and you give the one guy who wants to fucking shoot, you give him a wide open look. Just terrible. Like, just stay close to him. Get the ball out of his hand, or, like, I just don't understand. Like, they just don't know their personnel. Their lack of IQ sometimes is what gets me annoyed, because this is how they constantly keep blowing games. This is how they lost that series in Miami versus the Heat, because they just fail to hustle at times. They fail to hit shots. They fail to hit free throws. They just fail to be locked in when they need to. And a lot of that is Thibodeau fault. So he needs to go. He just needs to go. We need someone like Woodson or Mark Jackson, or just someone who's not going to coddle these guys, who's not going to coddle Randall and Barrow when they're just doing dumb stuff. You need someone that's going to get in their ass and be like, hey, like, you need to fucking play defense. You need to get in the game. You need to hustle back on defense, because there's no one should be lollygagging back on defense. There's no excuse. I'm not making excuses for anyone. It's just unacceptable at this point. Like, yesterday they had 10 turnovers, but it's when they had the turnovers that hurt the most. And then Grimes on defense. You gotta pay attention. You cannot let Lillard cut back door and then you foul him and give him an and one. It's like you gotta pay attention. You cannot let him cut back door on you. That's just unacceptable. But if the Knicks, I'm getting tired of every video having to say, oh, the Knicks could have won that game. The Knicks could be this record. They need to just fucking go out there and win these games because they keep blowing them, and it's frustrating how they keep blowing these losses. Like, it's irking to me as a fan. Like, it's like, and then 3-point line, you gotta shoot, you gotta hit these shots. The Knicks have gotten so many open looks the last 2 games. Just in general, the Knicks haven't shot the ball well. Yesterday, they shot 10 for 39 from the 3-point line. 10 for 39. The other day, 5 for 30 from the 3-point line. That is unacceptable. That is 15 of 69 from the field, which is fucking... So, 10 for 39 and 5 for 30. That's a combination of 15 of 69, which is 17... No. Yeah, 21% from the 3-point line are open shots. Like, you guys gotta hit these shots. There's no excuses. Randall, 1 for 9. Brunson, 2 for 8. But he kept us in the game. But still, 2 for 8. Hart, 0 for 4. Grimes is the only one that hit 5 for 10. But other than that, it's just, we gotta hit these shots. There's no excuse for it. There's just no excuse. And guys need to hustle more, and then we need a new coach. We just, frankly put it, we just need a new coach. But hopefully the Knicks get this together, because if the Knicks keep blowing these games like they're doing, we're not going to make the playoffs. Our habits are just horrendous right now. We had the whole summer to work on our bad habits, and we just continue not to do it. And it fucking sucked. This team... Then on Monday, they play the Clippers. They start a 3-game homestand on Monday against the Clippers. So hopefully they win. They need to play a lot better. They need to hit free throws. They need to rebound. They need to play hard defense. They need to hit open shots. But anyway, thank you everyone for listening to this video. Hopefully everyone has a good weekend. It's me, Jordan Thomas, saying have a good day, everyone.